Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to GRL GP2 Round 3 of Season 2, and we are at Bahrain for this one. It's going to be an interesting race, I think, with the likes of Smithy and all the rest of them fighting for pole. First of all, they'll be going to the race to win later on, but first of all we are qualifying, and they're all going to retire from qualifying one as there is not enough to complete a Q1 2015 this week. Still a very good turnout though, and a lot of good races in this, so they're all going to retire hopefully as quickly as possible so we can get on to Q2 and on to some action. I am today with the brilliant co-commentator himself, Mr. Ryan. I'm not a very good one, clearly.
No.
So, Ryan, I think this is going to go.
A nice warm desert evening around Bahrain. Not sure if anyone's seen, but in real life you do not want to do a Max Verstappen.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't know
It's
how
quite
we did
a
it.
tricky track sometimes. It is often
Especially that middle sector swooping up the hill to the end of sector 2.
Yeah, this is
People can lose
traditionally
the back end.
a two-stop race because it's quite high tyre degradation around here.
Although some people do try doing soft mediums as a one-stop.
Oh, we got someone coming out. Oh, snoozer.
Snoozer.
Um,
Snoozer, what you doing?
Then he's got the message that he needs to retire.
Oh, he has retired before he went on track, so that's alright.
Okay,
We will
it's
let
just
him off.
Smithy we're waiting on now, the reigning world champion, and probably my favourite.
Of course, I've missed the last race in China, so I do not know what happened. I was busy.
Well, I shall inform you. Actually, no, I wasn't there either. I tell a lie. That was.
It was Horn Dog that did it.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I could not make it on. Saturday last week, but I can this week, and so can Ryan. And now you can hear our lovely voices for another hour or so.
Oh, hello. We're still waiting on Smithy, and the reigning world champion has gone for a cup of tea by looks of it.
Must have done. So we cannot get going, at least for another 15 minutes, until he has retired. So, unless he can go out or something by accident, and then he retires because he's not going anywhere. For the time being, we're going to have to wait 15 minutes because the reigning world champion and the leader and the host of this league and this organisation as such
It's gone for a lap.
has gone for a break by the looks of it. Everyone else has followed suit.
Everyone's got out of the cars and gone to the toilet.
Yeah. My advice to anyone watching for the time being, I would actually Oh, there we are. All
A
done.
wide range of flags on the nationalities tonight. A Scot, a British, a Swede, a Slovenian, a Romanian.
I know for a fact most of these people are from the United Kingdom.
None
They
of this
choose
language.
To have, choose to have the lowest possible.
Check the spectator menu, check the tyres they have fitted. Oh, people going on softs.
Interesting.
Only 4
so
cars though.
I
Oh
would
no,
say-
another one. It's a random. It's a mixture
So,
actually.
we have Marley, Joker, Mandy, Chill, Smithy, Phil, Lucas, Superb Cam, and Master Optical, all on softs, and then Snoozer, Johnny Bravo, Hypernova, Craigie, ST20, and Step Ladder Bob, all on super softs. At the moment, we have 4 drivers coming out, and walking from the garages as we speak. We're going to enable everything, so also people at home and me as well get the best possible viewing for the qualifying session of the race. Let's go on board.
Interesting.
With
Only 6 have gone for the supers.
that is interesting, isn't it?
Maybe they've seen from real life that the softs are actually quicker than supers at this time of day.
Well, the supers do tend to fade quite quickly around this track, and softs are not only quick, but they last a decent amount of time as well. You don't want to go to the the mediums hardest because they have absolutely no grip, and grip is needed around this track. So it is quite a mixture.
That middle sector will be not very nice to you.
Yeah, indeed. And that is, at the end of the day, lap time and in the race, track position. And that's obviously key. So I'm just running on board here with Stepladder Bob.
I'm on board with Joker. He's coming down that back straight towards the final corner. Where we've seen a lot today. People running wide on the exit of the last corner.
That is interesting.
But
so
Joker
let's
gets
ride
a
on board
beautiful
with Choker. In the McLaren, flicks open the DRS. We're running down about.
He has a very nice helmet for the McLaren.
I haven't actually seen it yet.
In colour of orange and black.
Yeah, that does go well, doesn't it? It's the same. It's a bit darker than papaya orange.
Like a darker shade of orange and a light shade of orange on his helmet, with a nice black trim and down the middle.
I want to have a look at.
What's his first sector time? 28.8. That's reasonable for the softs.
Yeah, Stepladder Bob did exactly a 29. Exactly a 29.
So slower on the supers, which is proven fact in quali.
Yeah, that is interesting. So let's have a look at.
Beautiful
two time.
All kick at the back end from Joker. He's kept it though.
So the sector 2 time we're looking for.
Just on board with Joker. A 28.8 for the middle sector, which was a 1.79.
Again, Stepladder Bob 29 dead, 0.00. So very consistent from Stepladder Bob.
Superb camel 130.
That's a good lap on the softs. So
here comes Joker.
Johnny Bravo
on the softs.
On the supers.
A 29.7. Brilliant
on the softs. And Stepladder Bob goes third ahead.
A 130 flat.
But that is obviously on the super soft tyres. So at the moment,
on board with the world,
setting the time.
And the reigning champion with a 130.9. Not a very good lap from him.
No, that's probably quite a scruffy lap from Mr. Smithy. We still have two people who have not exited the pits yet.
Corner.
We've got Marley and Phil who are yet to come out. So yeah,
Chili around that last corner.
And Scott has left the session.
Oh no, Chili's onto his hot lap now. He's also on the softs.
I think SD20 Scott has had a bit of a mare here. I think he's just left the session. He hasn't actually set a time as of yet.
Chili's first sector I couldn't get a glimpse of because I had to quickly turn away a sec. A 29 flat by Johnny Bravo.
Oops. Game crashed there, whoopsie.
Oars.
So, Johnny Bravo setting the way then. He's improved on his lap. He's now got a 129 flat. 6/10 quicker than Hypernova, who is on the same tyre. So that's a storming lap from Johnny Bravo.
On 107.
Without a doubt safe.
Chile with a rapid time. The middle sector. Here comes Chile going
So
across
if
the
you're looking
line.
at the people
I
who
want
are probably going to
30.4.
be... It's a good lap by Chile.
I said the cut-off time is a 1:30.4. So he's on the
Yeah,
verge.
so you're looking at Chile down. Probably not safe. So I think Master might just sneak it through, although I think people will definitely improve. You got Smithy, you got Manzi, Craigie as well, all probably going to improve by huge amounts. Snoozer probably will improve, but I don't think he'll quite make it through unless he does get a really good lap in. As I say, he looks like he's going to stay in on those supers. But obviously people going with the strategy, starting on, or at least doing qualifying on softs and starting on the same tyre. So that's just a reminder as well, people who do set their fastest time in this session, the tyres that they use for that, they will stop the racing, so they don't want to push the car too much in Q2.
Especially on a track like Bahrain.
Yeah, where degradation is high if you don't look after your tyres well.
Marley Seafield, the #1 on his car, thinking he's the world champion.
Well, the #1 doesn't need to be the world champion. Of course, Lewis Hamilton in real life is still number 44. Although he is obviously the world champion. Just Marley's chosen number as Chill comes into the pits. So let's see who is still out there.
I'm on board with
Manzi.
it's Phil.
Phil hasn't yet come out, so let's have a look at Phil. In the
Coming
Renault.
down the back straight.
I presume he's setting a fast lap now because he's 8 minutes into the third sector. So I don't think he's quite. So, Phil starting his lap then. Into sector 1, turn 1, and then through turn 2, and quickly through 3.
I've seen
Nearly lost
at
it,
the
as
back
did
end.
Verstappen did in qualifying
Indeed.
1 in real life. Blasting down 185 miles an hour into turn 4. Turn it in. Good line from Phil.
First sector time
Out
is a
on,
29. Oh no, 28.9. Just under the 29 second barrier.
half decent lap. Half decent sector 1 on the softs. So brakes with a hairpin at turn 8. Now through the triple left-hander of 9 and 10.
This is where people can lock up and go wide, but brilliant. Oh, he lost the back end like Hamilton.
Being a bit high on the revs as well, but flicks open the DRS. And then brakes at the 50-metre board. Flicks it into the long left-hander where tyre degradation mainly comes into a factor. Let's see his sector 2 time then. And it's a 28.9 again.
Oh, ran wide. Sometimes it will give you an illegal lap for extending, but I think he got away with it.
Brakes again just after the 100-metre board. Flicks it into the last corner.
Brilliant exit.
Good exit. That's a good exit from Phil. Where will this put him? Flicks open the DRS.
A 30.1.
That leaves him.
Marley
P7.
Seafield for 29.7 on the softs. Brilliant lap.
It's a good lap from Marley Seafield there. I don't think he'll go out again. I think his softs will be in good condition. I think
So the
Phil
people in
may
the
go
drop
for
zone
second lap
are
because
Manzi,
he is going for it
Smithy,
again.
Craigie and STO.
I don't think Scott can take part. Unfortunately, I think he had some difficulties at the effort session. He was no longer able to take part.
So
it's
he's
quite
in the car.
leg.
Scott STO is
he?
going on to a hot lap now. He has made it back into the car.
Yeah, it is in the Red Bull. Oh no, he's coming in the pits now.
He's pitting, he's pitting, he's pitting. Snoozer on the hot lap now.
on my screen, Scott was just going 180 miles an hour through the pit lane.
Interesting.
Now he's braking almost to about 20 miles an hour at turn 1. And he's... Okay, so I think that's glitched a bit there. He's been going for 7 minutes, apparently.
Yeah, I missed that
Not
too.
sure what's quite going on there.
Snoozer's improving on his lap on the supers. It's a good sign
Phil's
from the
going for a
Mercedes
second lap,
driver.
I think. He's going for it. He's set decent time so far. Yeah, he's going for a second lap, Phil. He's obviously had the confidence that he's going to improve. Doesn't improve. Only by 6,000th though. He is over by, but I think Phil is probably safe. I think... Yeah, I think Phil's probably safe.
Phil's safe,
might
yeah.
need another run.
Snoozer's
Mark
gone
probably
quicker
will
by
as well,
2 tenths in the middle
as will
sector.
Chu. Let's have a look at Snoozer then.
Going down that back. Ooh, yellow flag in sector 1.
I'm not sure what that would be for. Oh, Snoozer runs a bit wide on the exit. That will cost him a few tenths. Can he improve?
30.7.
No.
Yeah, it lost.
Doesn't
Lost quite a
improve.
bit.
Snoozer is out unless he goes for another lap.
No, Snoozer did improve by 7 minutes. Oh, he's hit that curve really badly. On board with Smithy then.
Chucks into the long left-hander, gets a good run through there. That's very good running from Smithy. What can his sector 2 time be?
And 175.
Oh, he's 8 tenths up.
So
8 tenths up, so that will
he's got
put
wide
him
a bit.
around 8th. He might put him just ahead of Phil. Depends how he gets on in the final sector.
Snoozer's retired. Sector 2 as he crashed.
Chucks it in through there. That's a good exit from Smithy. Where will it put him?
Snoozer retired on track.
And it's P7. 28.9. 29.8, sorry.
Just a warning,
29.8
Snoozer
Smithy.
did retire on track.
Now that is unfortunate. So Snoozer will get a penalty for that. He's also out of the race. Oh, qualifying I should say. Here comes Master Optical G. Can he improve? He's 11th. Flicks open the DRS now. And he's 3rd. That's a brilliant lap from Optical G. Fantastic.
Cheese on a lap.
29.3.
Getting into the panic stages of the quali.
Now only a minute left, so everyone has
Seafood's
is
retired.
completing their final laps. On track.
I do not know.
I think he just thinks he's safe, and I think he will, yeah. So Marley's retired, thinking he's safe. I think
A
he's
20,
safe.
a 1.7
who-
flat in the middle sector by Chile.
This is a good lap from Chile. He needs it.
Johnny Bravo's
28.9. Not sure he needed to improve there. I think he's just for straight now,
At 29.
and he
brilliant
improves.
Because
So
the
who
other
else is on a
runner
lap?
just drops
on a
it.
lap. Lucas is on a lap. He's at 28.9 into. That's a good first sector. Opens the DRS on the back straight. So Lucas and Iggy are on laps to try and get them out. So stepladder Bob and Smithy don't look entirely safe here. If Craig improves, this is bad news for Smithy.
Smithy's finished.
Lucas
Stepladder Bob's
improves,
on
this
the
is
top
very
seat.
bad news for stepladder Bob. So here is Lucas then, going down technically the back straight, but really, I don't think he is. Down towards the last corner. Will he get a good exit?
Brilliant exit.
He does.
That's
Get a good exit. Opens the DRS now. Where can he be?
29.3.
3rd.
Brilliant lap.
So stepladder Bob
SU's on a lap.
into the,
Scott is on a lap.
as his stepladder Bob is down on his first time, so that's not extremely good for him if he wants to get out. Smithy is on the cusp. He's the world champion and he's retired. He's finished his lap, so it's down to Bob now. Can Bob string it together? That was a decent exit down towards the final turn. Oh, he slowed. Step ladder Bob slow. I think he's run out of fuel. Oh, that's a disaster for step ladder Bob. And he's slowing right down. I think he must have run out of fuel. So step ladder Bob is out of this qualifying. Craigie is also out. He could not do better, so Smithy just escapes by 2/10 to get out of Q2 and into Q3. So, round up then. Who is out? We have Step Ladder Bob in P11. It's Phil in P12. Craigie in P13. Snoozer in P14. And Scott, who did not set a lap, in P15.
Also, the only guy to get through on toss was Molly Steve.
As I say, Snoozer retired on track and he will get a time penalty added on at the end of his race. So there it is then. Everyone who's through. Only 2 soft runners are through to Q3. That is Joker and Marley, and they were both comfortably inside the 29s. So that is quite worrying really from the qualifying pace in terms of softs. I'm sure everyone will know in the next session we'll go on to super softs. So, interesting build up for Q3. Johnny Bravo set the fastest time comfortably as well by 6/10. Here we are then, under the lights at Bahrain now for Q3. So who's out first? And it is Marley Sifu. No, it's not. It is a Sauber. I think that's obstacle G.
No, Mark Sifu I think's got out first.
No, it's obstacle G out first in the Sauber.
Oh yeah.
So if I'll stay on board with him and you want to stick on with Marley, because I think Marley is capable of a good lap in these parts. So what could we see then in Q3? This is a 12-minute session for 10 drivers. 1 can be on pole. And only 1 can win the race. 2 others can join them on the podium, but that is pretty far away in terms of where we are right now. But we are in Q3.
Indeed, Marley Sifu coming round the long right-hander down to the back straight.
Yep, obstacle G around the last corner, gets a good exit. Start his lap. Let's go on board with Mr. Obstacle G as he opens his DRS. Down
And there
first
goes Sifu opening DRS and starting his hot lap. Oh, Scott's gone again.
Squirmy from obstacle G through turns 2 and 3. Now,
Aha,
long
Sifu take it.
straight before
Beautiful by Sifu.
4. Now along turn 5, 6 and 7. Now braking with the hairpin at 8. Good little sector of the track. So nice. A bit of acceleration down towards the double left-hander of turns 9 and 10. Easy to lock up, easy to run wide. Obstacle does neither, gets a good exit to DRS.
Sifu going down towards 10 as well. That tricky double left-hander. Brilliant braking.
I didn't quite see the sector 1 times for
Brilliant
obstacle G.
exit.
What's the sector 1 for Harley?
I didn't catch it either.
Yeah, that's experience from us. But sector 2 for obstacle G is a 28.7. So that's a good sector 2 from
Here
obstacle.
comes Sifu.
This probably is going to be pole.
28.4.
Pole at the very least. So Marley see if he's going even faster. It's a good exit by Optical G. Running down towards the straight DRS Open, and it's a 29.3.
Brilliant
So
exit by
decent lap.
Marley Seafoot. Tremendous exit.
129.2.
On 29.2.
So that's a good lap, but not as good.
And here
as
comes
3
Joker
tenths
down the
faster
back straight.
than Optical G in Sector 2, and he's only a few thousand faster than him. Superb Cam, 29.7. Hypernova, 30.1.
Joker, 29.4.
Ooh, good lap from Joker, 29.4. So Marley then, original pole.
Oh, here comes Lucas down to the back straight.
And Manzi sets a 29.7, so good lap from Manzi. Very close between him and Cam. Here comes Chill towards the last corner. Will this be provisional pole? Sticks it through. Does he get a good exit? Yes. Brilliant exit.
On 29.5 by Lucas.
33 from Chill. Not. He must have messed up somewhere there, because that is not very Chill-like. If I must say
Oh,
so
here comes
myself.
Johnny
Here's
Bravo
Bravo
down
then.
pit straight.
It's a 29.0 in Q2, and it's going to be a
31.4.
31.4, so he's messed up somewhere over there. Marley Sifu for now, original pole. Smithy is still in the pits, and he's coming out now. So here comes your current champion, number 57 in the Toro Rosso. So the yellow's in sector 1, I'm not sure what that's for. So Marley Sifu's going, he was going
Back into the pits.
was quite a quick lap there from Marley Sifu. I think he would have probably got about 129. So everyone returning back to the garage now. I think Manzi is on a second run here because he's not very far off his sector 2 times. Unless he's just on a bit of a fast in lap to try and get in. With his setup. Yeah, he's coming in. So we've got all the drivers coming in and or
Smithy's on an out lap.
Chill went up there, so Chill's on the second lap. He's up by 7 tenths. So Chill's obviously had enough fuel to go for a second time because that wasn't his best.
Yeah,
First
Chill
run,
going around the front of the corner.
30.3, so he's 7 tenths up, so that even in about third or fourth. But let's see if he's improved in this final sector though. Flicks open the DRS and it puts him
7.
So again, not a brilliant lap in terms of what Chill is capable of. He is definitely probably another
Smithy down the back straight.
But he has got time to carry this form on. So Smithy is about to start his lap, looking to get a good exit. Does get a good exit. So let's stick on board with Smithy then, as he seems to be the only one on track at the moment. Take a fast lap. Anyway, down into turn 1, runs a bit wide on turn 1, that will cost him. And he's a bit cautious through 2 and 3 again, so this doesn't look to be a very good sector 1. It's also turn 4 and 5 goes okay.
28 exactly.
Over it there through 6, and through 7. Runs a bit wide again, braking for hairpin at 8. Jumps it in, bit of tyres screaming. Short acceleration down towards 9 and 10. Double left-hander. Can he lock up? Will he go wide? Nope. Line through there. Exits well. Opens this quickly. Time through left-hander. 12. 28.8 in sector 2. So that's not a bad.
That is official.
Braking for the last corner, wants to get a good exit, rides the curb, gets a decent exit. Just to get the car as straight as possible, open the DRS.
29.7.
29.7, P6. So Marley then, keeping hold of that original pole. Master obstacle, I mean, just behind. 5 thousandths. Behind him. Joker also about a tenth and a half behind Optical G, and then a bit of a gap to Lucas. Hyper. Such. So that is interesting. Johnny Bravo has switched to softs. Johnny Bravo switching to softs. So that must be his only spare pair left, and I guess he will be.
Marty Seafood going for another hot lap on the back onto the finish straight.
Superb Cam also starting another lap. This is 29.7 from Cam. Doesn't improve. Manzi also about to start his flying lap.
First sector is a 28.4 by Seafood.
The first sector, that's a good first sector from Manzi. He's to go above Smith, which is very close between him and the world champion. A thousandth of a second. It's up a tad bit going in 1 and 10. And that might be
Joker,
that old Joker
28.8.
28.8. Fantastic lap from Joker. 4 tenths quicker than Seafood. Can anyone beat that? That will be a tough challenge.
29.3. Oh, and
Cam 29.1.
Second with 29.1.
Good lap from Cam. So, Manzi, what have you got for that?
Yeah, on board with Manzi.
It's a decent exit. And he goes 29.5, so he improves. Puts him above Lucas and Hyper and Smithy. So that's a good lap from him. Who else is setting a fast lap? I think that's all the people now. I think some of them on out laps. Johnny Bravo's on his out lap. Lucas on a fast lap in the Renault. He'll work through from P6, although I think probably can maybe improve on this. I don't think he'll get pushed down. Smith gets a good lap, and Johnny Bravo, of course. So Joker then with a surprise provisional pole, 28.8. Fantastic lap from Joker in the McLaren. Yellows in sector 3, I can't imagine.
All Masters retired.
On track. Or
no, he's just retired. I think he's going in the pit garage, hoping to get fourth.
Well, that's okay then. So Hyper on a good lap, 28.8 in the first sector. So there it is then. Qualifying 3 is done. There's 2.5 or 2 and a bit minutes left for people to complete their flying laps.
28 flat. Or 29 flat, sorry, not 28.
You say 28 flat. Be a bit higher than GP2 if he does a 28 flat in the first sector. Hyper then goes through towards the last couple of corners, slays it in to the long left-hander. It's a bit on the curb, it might cost him a few bits of time.
Hyper, ooh, a 170 in the middle sector.
Where will this put Hyper? His time is currently a 1:29.6. It looks like you might improve by a few tenths here. And he goes.
No, he doesn't improve.
Oh no, he does improve.
Johnny goes 8th on the soft.
He doesn't improve, but also he does improve, but he doesn't improve in terms of lap position, grid position. Smithy then doesn't improve either.
So
he's P10. So Joker looks to have got the pole here ahead of Marley, who did set a better time, but wasn't enough. That brilliant Joker lap. I'd like to see that on board again. And there it is, qualifying is done. So Joker gets pole position for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Fantastic lap. Sharing the front row is Marley Sifu. Then we have Superb Cam and Lucas in third and fourth. Master Optical G and Chill for the fourth row. Manzi and Bravo, 7th and 8th. And Hyper and Smithy round off the top 10. So that was a brilliant qualifying session there.
Top
And it's
8
Joker
tenths separates
on
the whole
pole.
quali.
Extremely good lap times for everyone involved. So there will be a 5
Should be starting
minute
at
wait on the
21:43.
Indeed we will.
And we'll go
So-
quickly get a drink.
We will join you then, as will I. So maybe you want to do the same, whoever's watching this live or through the magic of time travel. See you in a second. So I'm just in time for the race start, for the formation lap at the very least. Not sure if Ryan is back yet. Just in time then for
I am back.
formation lap. That leads the way. Started perfectly on time, and no one already there, so all good. So it looks like, unfortunately, ST20 Scott will not be.
He's overtook Snoozer on the formation lap.
That's going to be a penalty as well. Yeah, so it looks like Scott's not going to be taking part. There's only 14 runners. So Scott, unfortunately, will not be taking part. Bit of a dire weekend. Scott. Phil has been disqualified from the formation lap. Let's see what there. But Phil down in P12. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Around him are Stepladder Bob and Craigie. So we'll have to see. So then, Joker lining up at the start of the grid, and then that's interesting. So Stepladder, Bob, Phil, Craigie and Snoozer all disqualified. There they are, over the grid. So then, there we go, the cars are lining up on the grid. We wait for 5 lights at Bahrain. This should set to be a fantastic race. So 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights on. And they're out and we're off. And it looks like Marley Seafer gets a really good start up against Joker. Joker didn't look to get the best of the start, so as Marley Seafer's going to lead them up into. We also have Superb Cam on the inside as well. And it's been a horrible start from Joker. He's down in P3. He's been forced wide as well. Can Superb Cam get ahead of him? Yes, he can. Optical Jesus behind him. And he tries to go again on a...
Oh, Joker's off track.
Superb Cam, and he runs wide. So Joker's had an awful start. He's down in back P6. And that's not the start he wanted. Bits of wing flying everywhere. Marley Seafer leads into the first lap. It's Lucas, who's managed to make up an awful lot of places. Brilliant start from Lucas. He's got ahead of Cam, who also seems to struggle in the second phase. And Joker goes slowly as he tries to get the inside of Optical G. Doesn't quite pull it off. It's been a really hectic start from the guys then. And there is Marley Seafer, who is in the distance compared to where Lucas is. And then it's Optical Superb Cam and Optical G. And then it's Joker in 5th, who started on pole. Awful start. Mansley in 6th, Chin in 7th, Hyper in 8th, Smithy in 9th. So, big loser there, without a doubt, was Joker.
Well, Stepladder Bob, he's on the medium compound.
Was that Stepladder Bob then, on one stop? Mediums to softs, could be. So then, first lap's completed. Marley obviously sets the fastest time of a 1:35.3. And Joker gets Cam. Joker does get Cam. So we weren't able to see that. But it looks like they managed to get each other. I'm going to stick with this battle because Optical now goes to the inside of Joker. Lucas, very close to the back end of Optical G there. And he's losing time rapidly to Lucas. He's over 2 seconds now behind on him. As we're going to try and follow these guys through. And then Joker goes down the inside of Optical. Can he get the move done? No, not. Oh, maybe quite. Got a really good exit out of turn 8. Now he's going to go side by side into turn 9. That is brave, and Joker runs wide. And might even lose a position to Manzi. He has. They're side by side, are Joker and Manzi. Down the pit straight. Or the straight rather, and they don't, and they nearly collide going into the left-hander. Manzi pulls out of it. So that is, it's been an awful start. You cannot say anything else. And Joker, the pole man, someone we thought would perhaps take off in this race. It hasn't happened. And Lucas with a brilliant start as well.
Gliding away. With Lucas nearly a second off him.
That's the fastest time again, 33.3. And Chill's pitted. Now that is interesting. Chill is right down at the back. I reckon he must have had wing damage. Yeah, he's replacing his front wing. So Chill has had contact with someone. When Craigie's retired. Now, oh, he's binned it. Whoa, Craigie has really lost it. He's done
it in the same Verstappen. He's done the same move as Verstappen.
Yes, he must have lost the traction on turn 2 and 3.
Well, that caused a safety car. It caused a red flag in.
I think it has to be. So that's an awful crash. His wheel has come off. But at the moment, there's only sector 1 yellows. That is surprising. And I thought at the very least there'd be a virtual safety car while they deal with that. But racing resumes.
The car's still there. Oh, it's finally come off circuit. Oh, Phil's got a penalty.
Just looking to see here whether someone else has pitted.
Oh,
and that's the Toro of superb cam. So he must have some wing damage as well, unless he's had a really early pit stop.
Wing damage.
No, there isn't.
He's pitted as well. What was wing damage on Bravo's car though?
And that is a big blow, unless he's intentionally done that. Because Superb must have really wrecked his tyres for him to be straight in to the pits on only.
Oh, Smithy's got gravel on his.
4.
Settled out of Bob, who started on mediums, having a good race so far. But he has lost wing damage.
So it's still Marley who's lead Lucas and Optical G, then Joker just behind him. Manzi also made up a few places on the start, he's in P5. And Hypernova is in P6 with Stellar Bob P8. P7, sorry, is Phil. P8 is Stellar Bob. P9 Smithy, he made up 1 place from the start. Snoozer P10, Superb Cam, out to pit obviously early, is in P11. Chill in P12, who also had to do the same. And Johnny Bravo, who, did he pit Johnny Bravo? Not entirely sure, but he's down in 13th anyway. It's a big blow for him. And someone else is pitting. That's Smithy. Smithy's pitted, so he's on mediums now. So he's gone from supers to medium tyres. That is interesting. Interesting strategy from Smithy.
It won't go to the end. If that's what he thinks.
It's the fastest lap on the mediums from Chill. He's flying in that Williams.
Oh, let's have a look for Joker on Optical G. finally getting the move done. Obviously,
some gaps now,
Optical
it's
G
starting
will
to
have the grip advantage for supers.
Yeah, he will. He will. So some gaps starting to form now. Lucas 2 and a bit seconds off of Marley.
Oh,
And
Optical G,
Optical's 4.
he's pitting.
He is. Optical G has pitted. Again, another early stop. Only pit lap 6. He's on the supers. So again, another word that these supers do not last long. And it looks like he's changing his wing as well, is it? No. So he's on softs. That is tyres. Fast lap from Cam. 33.0, sorry. On the soft tyres. Some yellows in sector 3. No one is there yet, I don't think. No one is in sector 3 yet. Oh, it's Smithy. Oh, Smithy's round. Wow, we'll have to see what happened there. Smithy spun round before
He's lost his wing.
Before he entered the pits. And yeah, so he tried to enter the pits, and then he missed them, and he spun around. Now yeah, he's retired. Smithy has retired. So there is your Australia winner, your current reigning world champion of GRL GP2, and he has retired from Bahrain, and it looks to be his own doing. How interesting. Now what will other people do to this? So Marley will go for another few laps as he is started on softs, as will Lucas. Although Lucas though, he's on supers, and I think he must be pitting soon because his tyres must be getting quite warm.
Well, see if you're cruising away on the softs.
Manzi also must be quite near his limit in terms of supers. So, interesting first couple of laps here. In Bahrain. So then, the first two people out of this race, technically this only started with 14, so someone else has also retired. Manzi looked a bit wide down the exit. Obviously, yeah, Scott STO did not start the race. Craigie binned it spectacularly, rather, in turn 1 and 2, as Max Verstappen did in real life. Q1 today. Smithy also with some front wing problems, and just has retired. And Manzi is coming in, so Manzi coming in. Also, someone else ahead of him looks to be Lucas. Yeah, Lucas pits. So it's Lucas and Manzi in the pits. Who will come out on top? Lucas is onto softs, and where is Manzi? He's also onto softs, so both of them onto softs. And Phil with another time penalty. That is interesting, because Phil is normally very conservative when it comes to track limits. He's obviously not today, because he is in trouble now with the stewards. He's 6 seconds. Added on to his
Good race
so
so
there's
far.
more yellows in sector 3. Not really sure what that is all about. Well, I think it was yeah, Joke and Phil battling away at 4th position. We'll stick with this because they're both on now pretty aging soft tyres on this lap 8. So Joker's going to get a good run down towards the final corner. That slow lap there from Joker. I wonder if that was him in those yellows in section 3, because that was a 1 minute 40 lap time there. I wonder if that's just a technical glitch, or if that's actually something that we need to be concerned about.
Well, Marley's got a 10-second lead now.
Yeah, as he's really pulled out on Phil, taking advantage of Lucas's stop early on, but Marley is really going for it on these soft tyres. He must have had another few laps in them, at the very least. So it's lap 10 of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Further away through.
GRL GP2. Indeed we are. I'm going to let Ryan do some talking, so I need to get disappear for 2 seconds.
Indeed. All fastest lap by the Renault of Lucas. Let's see who's still to make at least a pit. We do have. I don't know why it's saying that. We still have Marty Seafood, It's Phil, Joker, Stetler the Bob, Snoozer, all to pit, whereas everyone else has pitted. The tyres everyone's on are Seafood Sauce, Phil Sauce, Joker Sauce, Stetler the Bob, mediums, Lucas also on the sauce, Snoozer on the sauce, Optical G mediums, Super Cam sauce, Manzi sauce, Chili mediums, Hypernoda mediums, and Bravo mediums.
That is an interesting amount of bomb is going to go a long way into this first thing. He's on medium tyres, but he's on blistering lap times. He will be up there towards the end, I'm very sure. So I think he's going for the one stop today. And everyone else stops most likely for the two. Everything started on super soft tyres. Maybe we might see the likes of
Oh, big collision between Lucas and Marty Seafood. They just had a massive crash round 2 and 3. Massive incident. No wing for a whole lap for Seafood.
So what was that, Marley and
Marty and I think one of the Renaults. I'll just have to go through the grid. Well, it's got to be Lucas. They both
Marley
crashed
has
no
no front
free.
wing. Well, that is interesting. Ron, I don't know if you can make this invite only pie or not.
It's you afraid?
Is it? No, it's you. It's you. Here's your pie.
Ooh. Bugger me it is as well. All done for you.
Yeah, Marley's really struggling with this no wing, and this is really messed up his race. So if it was a Renault, it must have been Lucas then, surely? Was it Lucas? Was it? Phil.
It was indeed. Phil's going miles ahead. Lucas is pitting.
So that is another thing to be brought up in the stewards. So Superb Cam really gaining on Master Optical G then. Closing right in on the back of that Sauber. Very experienced drivers. So it's a bit tighter at the top now, so as I said, Step Ladder Bob will be going much longer on that first stint. He's on the medium tyres. Some yellows in sector 3, I'm not entirely sure what that is for. And it's Lucas.
That's
in
a tyre
the pits.
mistake. Lucas is on inters.
Oh no! Oh, this is.
And he's retired.
Oh no, that is huge disappointment for Lucas. His race was already pretty ruined.
Some really upsetting mistakes happening here in Bahrain. I'm sitting there to Bob, leading the Grand Prix. Who would have thought McLaren Honda would be winning the race? So who is still left to pit? Just Step Ladder Bob.
So it's Step Ladder Bob then in the pits. And Joker's setting some good times. He's furiously trying to fight back up to the top of that timing, as I don't think he might be able to do it though, because Marley is flying round. He is up onto the 132s. Who else have we got battling around here then? So we've got the likes of...
Well, there is
Superb
only a
Cam,
1.3 second gap from Optical G to Step Ladder Bob. The top 6 all separated by 6 seconds. I say the person in the strong suit for the win at the moment is got to be Manti. Because the top 3, well, apart from Bob, have all pitted very early on.
So Joker's going really, but Manzi and Superb Cam going side by side.
The fresher
Some
softs
brilliant
have
racing
worked
between
out.
the two there. Manzi goes down the inside. Cam sticks around the outside.
He's kept it, he's given room.
And he's got it. Superb Cam's got it, and Manzi doesn't get the traction he wants out of turn 3. But will he be able to get a decent run down to turn 4?
No, he's had
He's
a look,
a bit
but
too
he's
far
fought
back to stick it down the
smartly.
inside. And so was a decent little effort there from Manzi to try and snatch a podium place off of Cam. Doesn't quite get it.
Look at Manzi going for a move again.
Six on the inside of the last corner, doesn't quite get it done. He's still round there.
It's hard to... No, he's done it! Super Cam's hitting.
Yeah, he is. Now Joker is right up against...
And Optical G's took the lead.
Manzi went out of turn 8 hairpin, and that right up alongside him. Will he make a move into turn 9? Well, he hangs it back. That's wise from Joker there, but Manzi doesn't get the best exit. Joker's going to get good traction. He powers down the straight.
Manzi going for third.
And Joker's, I think, he's got it. I think Joker has got it. Off of Manzi, he has. So Joker's now back into the third in places.
Set ladder Bob still to pit. Brilliant racing from him on those mediums.
It is. So that leaves Step Ladder Bob into second, in second place after Master Optical G did get him back. But I think sooner rather than later, you are going to see Step Ladder Bob pit, because he cannot go for this long, and I think he'd probably come out around 7th or 8th. Well, maybe a little bit later, but who really knows, because this race has already thrown up a lot of surprises so far. Like Joker's bad start and Lucas and Marley colliding, that left Lucas out and Marley well down the order in 36 seconds behind last.
And he was winning that race beautifully.
He really was, and he had that right in the bag, but he didn't manage to do it. One Step Ladder Bob runs wide and gets Joker through. Now, was that tactical? That looked tactical to me, because I don't think Joker was that far behind Step Ladder Bob. And I reckon Joker's got over the radio to Step Ladder Bob and said, look, I'm the faster man.
Oh, Step Ladder Bob's gone wide.
Strategy.
Here comes Manzi on the outside. And he's done it.
Oh, he's gone right around the inside of him. Brilliant overtake from old Manzi. Yeah, fantastic. And Step Ladder Bob is really falling down the order now. His tyres must be wilting something rotten. I think he must have to pit this lap. He's done 17 laps on medium tyres. There's only another 13 laps to go, and that is fantastic stuff there from Manzi to just sling it around the outside. And yes, Step Ladder Bob looks like he's going to pit, as is Manzi. So this fight will be taken into the
Manzi going on to his last set of soft side, guess.
Yeah, I presume so. Let's have a look and see what he changes on to, and it's going to be mediums.
Mediums? No, softs. Tyre glitch. Oh, no,
mediums. No. They just love technology.
Maybe it's a mistake by the Williams pit crew, but look, he comes right behind Superb Cam. Brilliant. Undercut has worked for the Toro Rosso.
So Master Obstacle G leads this, but he has got another stop to make, of course. I cannot see him making the end of the race on a worn set of softs. And if whichever way you look at it, Joker is in prime position. It's even that or Phil.
But I reckon
Obviously that'll be a right turnaround.
So
Yep,
does
he
Joker.
has. Oh, he is straight into it. He might do it this lap. And no, he doesn't.
He seems to be cruising through on those
stays out.
worn mediums.
So Johnny Bravo's got a DRS and a nice run down the back straight on Hypernova. Will he be going for a dive bomb? Not quite. He's very close to that back end of Hypernova though. He might be able to get a decent run on this straight.
Yeah, I don't think Optical G has the best tyre where he is struggling to full throttle it through corners.
Yeah, and Hypernova's left prone to Johnny Bravo. He could have gone down the inside at turn 8. Didn't quite make the move stick. Let's keep with this battle then for 4th position.
Joker's gaining on Optical G. Very slowly though. Oh, look at Johnny Bravo right behind Nova. And Manzi catching Cam. Right, Johnny has
Johnny
DRS.
Bravo's got a bit of a run down on Hypernova. He's gaining.
Oh, someone's pitted.
He's going down the inside of Hypernova. Oh, they make contact slightly. Hyper stays ahead. But Johnny Bravo's got an excellent run out of turn 3. Will he be able to get Hypernova down into turn 4? Not quite. So, who was that you said pitted? Optical G. So he's on softs.
And he's come out ahead of Cam and Manzi.
That is interesting. So will Optical G maybe get a podium back in this race? I think we have the rest of those guys, Joker, Phil, Hyper, Johnny Bravo, Chill. Are they yet to pit? Will they go on supers? Or are they going to the end of that set?
Sure.
Not sure what the rates would be. Tyre wear.
It is interesting to see.
So Joker then is the leader after starting on pole, but that does not show the entire story. It was down to P5 at the end of the first lap. It was a horrible start that saw Marley Sifu take the lead and then Lucas in second place, but they collided later on and left Lucas out of the race and Marley right down the order, 33 seconds down on Joker. So it's been a right full circle really from all these guys. I think the
current championship leader Smithy out, Lucas out after tier 3 collision, and Craigie out. Can't remember what for.
So I think with 8 laps to go.
Oh no, Craigie done the same thing. He went into the wall like Verstappen. Yeah.
My money's on Phil being driver of the day. He went up 10 positions, started P12 and he's up in P2 now. Fantastic drive from the man in the meadow.
But it also
yellows in sector 3. Who?
Snoozer's retired in the pits.
Okay, so yeah, so
must have been a mechanical issue.
Or yep, maybe something like that. Unless he maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, as you can hear the engine chugging down the pits. Obviously an engine failure by the Mercedes driver.
He's really revved the nuts off it too much.
So that pushes everyone up a place.
Will it though? Oh yeah, because Snoozer was P10, and now he's retired. So that leaves Marley up in P10.
Oh!
Does not change the order from the
Superb
front.
comes stun
Up
it!
here.
He's lost part of his wing. He's gone
Oh,
wide.
and he's really gone wide. The left hand.
Is there damage on Manzi's car?
Really
No, there isn't. Manzi did get clipped a little on the
there
way
might
up
be a
the
bit
hill.
of wing damage. I think there's a bit of wing damage on that.
No,
front
Manzi's
left
front
end plate.
wing is fine. Manzi is all clear, just superb cam.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, and Chili's pitted. Chili's on the supers.
Yeah, so that just shows then that these mediums do not last. So we still have Joker, Phil, Hyper, and Bravo all
Cam's
to pit.
pitted. And Marley's
And that might be
pitted.
Cam out of the
Super
race.
Cam's
Marley's
retired.
pitted
Both
as
Toro
well.
Rossos are out.
Oh no, this has been a horrible day for Toro Rosso, one of the stronger teams. They're both out. Unbelievable. So here comes Cam. Oh, has Cam retired? Yeah, he has retired. Horrible shame. So Joker.
It's like Joker has this race in the bag. As long as he doesn't bottle it.
Unless Joker has to pit, but Phil is going up. He's making ground. He's going faster through his first and second sectors. So maybe Phil's still got a lot of life left in these mediums. That'll be some story if Phil could come through to win the race. Starting in P12, he would without a doubt be driver of the day then, I'm sure. So there's a few gaps beginning to form though. Phil is 4 and a bit seconds off with Joker, and then Manzi's about 2.5 from Phil. And we got a 2.5 again from Johnny Bravo to Hyper, and then a big gap to Optical G, about 14 seconds, 13 seconds. So.
See, if all the top 3 still had to do a pit stop, it would drop him below Manzi in Optical G. Which will be interesting.
So where does this leave the race winner? Really?
Step ladder bob right behind Chili.
He is. He's dropped back a little bit on that straight, but we've also got Johnny Bravo and Hyper still battling away for P4, P3 now. After pitted.
Optical G, fastest lap of 32.2. And Chili of the 31.2.
Bravo still just behind Hypernova. That's the only real battle on Joker's. There's Marley. Well, as I yawn, apologies for that. As Marley sets the fastest off 31.8, I think that's it.
Oh! Yeah. Well, they make a meal. Oh, excuse me.
It is towards the later of the night. There's only 4 or 5 laps to go, I should say. 5 laps to go of this so far enthralling race. Bahrain, which has really become a race of strategy rather than a race
The
of...
top 4 drivers are having mega blistering on their tyres. But are they willing to push it? Oh, yellow flags in sector 3.
What has happened here then? It is... I don't think it's anyone. No, I think it's just a bit of a glitch, I think. I can't see anyone that's gone off, and or is it? Joker still leads the way. Or Phil, Hyper, then Johnny Bravo in Mercedes. Last stop, the Sauber, in the Williams. Marty Seafood is way down the order. Pass. So where does this leave the race then? It looks like Joker is going to the end on this, so he's most likely going to win the race. I think with Phil, P2, and that is driver of the day without a doubt. They cut 10 positions. 10 positions to get on the podium, which is quite the achievement. And Phil, another time penalty. Now, that is interesting actually. Phil
has penalties. Nova doesn't. Oh, yeah. Joker goes wide.
So it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be Phil P3 because Master is quite...
I'm not being funny, but I reckon Phil's the only one that's got penalties.
And Bob has got ahead of
Johnny pitted.
Johnny Bravo.
3 laps to go.
Now with only 3 laps to go, that is an interesting decision. His tyres must have been really, really fading to be able to pit with 3 laps to go. But it's still very tight at the top between Hyper.
Oh, I can see Joker struggling with oversteer.
Yeah, this might not be over yet. I reckon Phil could get the... Well, yeah, Phil wouldn't get the win. It'd be Hyper, wouldn't it? If Joker managed to add to pit.
And
let's see.
Tyres are brilliant for him.
Does he pit? No. He's staying out. Setting low 33s, which is a decent time for 1 mediums.
All the, as you can see on the MFD screen on the steering wheel, it's all saying pit. Phil's flying through. But could that cost him his podium?
Phil really let himself down tonight. I think he could have had a brilliant race, but he's going to be P3. Still a good result for him. But he's just let himself down with a few of the time penalties. He might have got away with it if he had 6 seconds worth. Definitely would have been 3, without doubt, with no time penalties. But, he's had 3 3-second time penalties. He ahead of Hyper by the end of the race, unless Hyper manages to get a penalty, and then that is interesting because very close.
On the penultimate lap now, as it stands, Joker's winning the race, Phil second, Hyper third, Master Optical fourth, Natty fifth, Chili sixth, Stellar Bob seventh, Johnny Bravo eighth, and Marty ninth. With the retirements of Cam in 10th, Snoozer 11th, Lucas 12th, Smithy 13th, Craigie 14th.
So then, will Phil be able to put enough of a gap to get away from Hyper and be in the safe zone to penalties? I can't see that happening personally. I can't see him making 4 seconds, which is probably what he needs over Hyper. As in the middle of that, Johnny Ryan set last lap of 31.7. Very late on for the super soft tyre. I didn't think the mediums would hold out very well, but they seem to be working very well for a lot of drivers, including Phil, including Joker, including Ivanova. So they're treating people very well. Manzi's also
Chili's overtook Manzi.
Did. And now there's that. Ooh, yeah, it must be Manzi struggling with his tyres because he's going very wide on corners here.
Although it is the quicker tyre optical Chili's on.
Yeah, but Manzi as well is also struggling very much with his mediums. Oh, I thought that was Hyper pitting there. He was going really close to the pit lane exit. So then, the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix here at Round 3, Season 2 GRL GP2. Joker leads from Phil, Hyper, Marsop, G, and Chili around 5. Then we have Manzi, Johnny Bravo, Stepladder, Bob, and Marley Sifu running up the only running cars at the minute. We unfortunately had 5 retirees, and that's 5 retirees out of 14 starting. Cam, Snoozer, Lucas, F1706, Smithy, Smithy did have a bit of an incident on his own and chose to retire. So he was a long way back, as is with his teammate Superb Cam. Snoozer had an engine problem. We do think he retired in the pits, as did Craigie, although Craigie actually binned it. Crashed at the end of turn 3. The wheel came off its tethers, so it must have been quite a hard impact. And the moment, in my opinion, the moment of the day so far, Lucas tangling with Marley Sifu, who was leading the race by a country mile. They got in the way of each other. They're probably going to be on.
And coming around the last corner is Joker.
And it's resulted in Marley Sifu being last, and this man Joker, who had a horrible start of starting on pole. It's a big turnaround for him because he wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's Phil with a fantastic drive in P2, but he will be demoted down to P3 due to some time penalties.
Never second.
So that's Hyper in P2. Good race from him. Made up 7 positions. Phil made up 9.
Optical 4.
We have Master Optical G on 4th. Chili in 5th. And his Williams teammate just behind him in P6, which is a good result for Manzi. We have Johnny Bravo in 7th. Could have been a little bit more because he set blistering times in Q2 and stuck out of Bob in 8th in the McLaren.
Marley coming round the last
really good first stint on his mediums, and here comes Marley, which is a very disappointing race for him. He could have had so much more, but instead he's only coming away with 2 points today, and that was a very exciting Bahrain Grand Prix for GP2 Season 2 Round 3. So, in case you somehow missed me and Ryan going through the final few positions, we will soon have a full results table. Before though, we will get the podium celebration. So there is the McLaren Honda for a change on the top step of the podium, alongside the Renault of Phil and Haas of Hyper. Good race here then at Sakir.
Although, do not forget the penalties from retiring on track.
Yeah, so that was Snoozer who got a 5-second penalty. So if you want I want to take a quick screenshot of that. Get that saved. So there we go. There are your full race standings. Obviously, Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, Tony Palmer, Daniel Kvyat and Marcus Ericsson did not actually compete. They were just the retired people in their cars. And obviously filled them in the gap. So there it is. There is your race winner. Joker, your podium finishes Hypernova, and Phil, who will soon be getting into the party and obviously announcing our driver of the day. So, we will get around to doing that if Ryan is already on it, which I'm sure he is.
Indeed. You might have to invite the race winner.
Okay. Let's quickly do it before he leaves the session. So, Joker. Invite to party. Have you invited Hyper?
I sent a game invite.
Phil as well. So I've done all the invites now. I don't think we need to invite anyone else. So there's a bit of a hint for our driver of the day. There's a bit of a hint. So, Hyper, congratulations on P2.
Oh no, we need the race winner first.
Yeah, well, we're just welcoming Hyper Come on, Joker.
Not sure a McLaren driver is used to interviews.
Maybe not. Maybe he's one of those Michael Schumacher type people that doesn't do many interviews. Certainly drove like him today. Here he is. Here is the race winner. So, here are all of your podium finishers, and just a bit of a hint. One of you is our driver of the day. We'll reveal that later. But first, Joker. If you can tick the box.
Yes.
Have you ticked the box? Yep.
Yep.
Right. What a race then. You started on pole. Bit of a poor start, down to P5 I believe on the first corner, but after Marley and I think it was Lucas tangled and then a few other people in different strategies managed to pull through and win the race comfortably in the end. So talk us through then, what was going through your mind after that first corner and you were down to P3 or 4? You must have thought you did away.
Straight off the line, I knew I was gonna not have P1, so I kind of accepted that, and then it kind of went all downhill down to what is it, P5 I think, whatever it was, and I had to because everyone else was on super softs, I had to kind of get in front of them and just get around them, and I knew I had the pace against other people, so I just got around a few people, and I just stuck behind a few people that just gave me DRS, and I just went with them until they pitted, and then I was very, very fortunate that Marley crashed, because he was 6 seconds ahead when they finally got to P2, which was quite another, and he was quick as well.
Yeah. So obviously, your start was quite underwhelming considering the fact that you got pole relatively easily. So, you know, at the end of the day, are you happy with this race win? Because although it may seem a bit lucky,
I am, because from last race, P12 to P1, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Very
It
happy.
was good racecraft from you to not only fall back to P5 but also to
Thank you.
recover in the way you did. Was very commendable indeed. So on to P2 then, and it was Phil, but unfortunately picked up a few time penalties. So Hyper was promoted, Hypernova X. So Hyper, you had a bit of a mediocre qualifying session really. You were P9, weren't you? I think it was.
Yeah, wasn't very good.
Yeah, it was P9, and then over the race I think you got a decent start, and then through strategy and whatnot, you managed to get up to P2. So good race there from you.
Yeah, it was.
So what are your thoughts on the race overall?
Bit Kimi Räikkönen in him.
Well, towards the end, I was just thinking, because I did the same strategy as Joker did in our practice race. I was just thinking, don't explode, because my tyres were really high. 77% everyone.
Wow. Yeah, we knew the mediums were most likely going to wear highest, especially towards the end of the race. So obviously with Phil getting some penalties, you were quite a way behind, but you did have a little bit of a battle with, I think it was Johnny Bravo, through the kind of mid section of that. Did you think you could keep him behind, or?
At first I thought I could he'd get through, but I just managed to defend quite well, I think.
Yep.
He ended up suffering a puncture, I believe, he told me.
Alright.
Had to
That's
pit.
a bit unfortunate. Oh, is that why he pitted late then? Okay, that explains it. I thought he was just really struggling with his tyres.
Yeah.
So that answers another question. So, yeah, Hyper, very well done. Made up a lot of places there. But on that note, picking up a lot of places, Phil, brilliant race from you. Started in P12, technically P2, but obviously with the penalties.
Yeah.
P3. Obviously qualifying was a bit of a disappointment. Guess
It was.
really
It was a disappointment.
You made up a fair few places, not only from the start but throughout the race as well.
Yeah. It was a bit of a mixed match, to be fair, because I really thought that my pace was just going to be way off, and I thought, right, I just need to have a bit of a miracle at this. And that's when I thought, right, if I take these softs for a lot longer than I thought, I took them on to lap 13 on a set of mediums, which then took me 16 laps towards the very end.
Yeah, you did. You did well on the mediums because we could see that you were doing quite well on the mediums. Really, we weren't really like running wide. Whereas Joker and I think Manzi, who were also on mediums, and the same kind of strategy, were really kind of struggling. Towards the end, obviously Hyper was on 77%. So you managed to keep control of your tyres quite well and hold on to a podium position, even though you had some of your penalties. So what was going through your head then when you realised that you were getting all these penalties? Were you deliberately trying to make up some ground, or
I was
just lack of
trying
concentration,
to
or
I was trying to make some ground after those 3 penalties, and most of the penalties might have been a bit unfair, but penalties
Yeah.
are penalties. If you do get them, you have to just try and gain as much of a gap that you have
if,
to the car
if you didn't
behind.
get the second penalty, or the third penalty rather, I think you might have just stayed ahead of Hyper.
Yeah.
I think you finished about 5.5 seconds. So if you put up a little gap, you might have stayed ahead of him. But anyway, there are your podium finishes, everyone watching. And I think Ryan will agree with me on this.
Indeed.
We'll award the driver of the day to the man we've just spoken to, Phil, after making up several places and overall managing a very good race. If it wasn't for this penalties, he'd be outright. But Phil, congratulations, you are driver of the day for Bahrain.
Thank you very much.
Well done. And that is it then, after a pretty enthralling race here, round 3 at Bahrain. Joker is your winner, Hyper is second place, and Phil, your driver of the day, is in third. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time.
We will see you
in Russia.
in Sochi.
Indeed, we will.
Sorry,
So,
we
thank
won't
you very
get
much,
any
everyone.
political problems with Russia. We're just there to race.
Indeed. So, thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you later.
Later.